Hello everyone, this is Global Fashion Workshop. I remind you that we post new videos every day. I also want to remind you that some of my video courses are already available. Buy them if you haven't done it yet. I would really appreciate your support. I would like to continue showing you this series of videos on working with the basic patterns. My basic pattern is made on the basis of the 10 measurement cutting system. This is Ola's basic pattern. I'm using it today because her hips are bigger than the bust. I wouldn't be able to show you this lesson with my basic pattern. I'll show you how to make a lace dress with tucks without the side seams. Have a close look at the basic pattern. I combined the two details of the basic pattern. This line is a side seam. In an ordinary basic pattern, the front and the back overlap. I've drawn them in such a way that they are apart. And the sides are apart now either. This is the only change I made. This is the point in which the details overlap in the basic pattern. You can see that there is an opening here. It's okay. This is how the pattern looks like now. The seam allowance here is just 7 mm, not more. Learn to work with the basic patterns accurately. This is how the pattern looks like now. There will be no side seam here. This is the center front. There will be a fold here. There will be a seam on the center back. As I've said, there will be a fold on the center front, a tuck here, and a seam on the center back. You can insert a zipper in the center back. Be very attentive. If you move the opening of the chest dart to the side, it should be horizontal. Have a look at what will happen if you make it bias. I just want to show you the difference. Have a look here. You can see that the details overlap. It's not right. The dart should be horizontal. There is no need to make the side seam here when making a dress of lace. I'm going to make an accurate dart. This is how the pattern looks like now. I'll explain everything. You can use such pattern when sewing dresses of lace, fabric with repeated prints. There will be no side seam in the lower part of the dress. The pattern is ready. You need to apply it to the fold of the fabric and start cutting. I've drawn the neckline by side. You can make it of any shape you like. Round, boat neck, V-neck. You can make an off-the-shoulder dress. I've already shown you a lot of different tutorials on making necklines. Any shape would be correct. Use your imagination. I want you to be creative. When you put the pattern on the fabric, you need to add 1 centimeter for the seam on the shoulder. You need to add 7 millimeters to the armhole. The waistline should match. Do not forget to make notches. When the dart is stitched, these points should match either. As I've said, the pattern is helpful for sewing garments of lace, fabric with repeated prints, or embroidery on the bottom. This is a pattern for a dress with no side seam in it. This is a very useful technique. This tuck ends in the point where the side seam usually goes. But there will be no side seam in this case. Due to this tuck, the dress would fit you perfectly anyway. In some garments, it's not necessary to make the side seams to ensure the perfect fit. Don't be afraid of working with the patterns. Garments with no side seams in them look very unusual. If you don't like this dart, you can change it. You can move a part of the opening here. This is the tuck I'm talking about. You can make any changes you want. I just show you the techniques. As I've said, I want you to learn to use your imagination. Be very attentive. Do not add much for the seams. 7 millimeters would be enough. There is not much space here for the big seam allowance. I prefer making simple horizontal darts. But you can either move it to the neckline, you can make pin tucks here, whatever you like. The most important thing is that you can avoid making side seams if you work with lace, fabric with repeated prints or embroidery. I really wanted to show you this technique. The more videos you watch, the more you learn. I really hope that this video was useful for you. I'm sure that you can improve your design and sewing skills with the help of our channel. This is what I'm here for. That's all for today. Be different and beautiful. My name is Irina Paukshte. Buy my courses, subscribe to my channel, write comments, share the videos, press the like and the bell buttons. I would really appreciate your support. Thank you. Goodbye.